All right. Welcome once again to another episode of Sports Therapy with FH Jr. I am your host. A little bit about the show. Our show is called Sports Therapy, where callers will always get 2 minutes to rip, rant, kick some knowledge about all things NFL. That's all we talk about is NFL. We don't talk race relations. All are invited to call in and participate. We don't talk politics because I don't give a fat rat's butt what the Democrats are doing, nor do I care what the Republicans are doing. And we don't talk sexual orientation. I mean, everybody is allowed to call in. We want everybody to participate. All are welcome. Wow, got that over. And our show is always sponsored by Crown Royal. Yes, Crown Royal. And the number to call if you want to be a live guest is always 940-329-4110. That is the number to call. I'm gonna start this show off. As you can see, I'm not wearing the standard uniform because I want to pay homage to all the veterans out there. Should I say all my fellow veterans? Yes, I am a veteran. And I want to say, hey, on your special day, congratulations and thank you for your service to all my fellow veterans. Like to throw a little shine on Townsville Elementary in Irving, Texas, where the babies put together a program for Veterans Day. It was outstanding. Not only of the students, the entire staff, including the administrative staff and the counseling staff. Yes, big ups to the entire staff at Townsville Elementary School in Irving, which is a part of Irving ISD. Yeah, got that out the way. But want to change the want to bring it down a little bit because our show tonight will be dedicated to a good friend of mine, someone I grew up with, by the name of Brian Meadows. Brian passed away this weekend, and want to send out my condolences to the family. And he's also the younger brother of one of my callers, which I always refer to him as my homeboy Glenn. Glenn and I go way back. You know, we make jokes about how we grow up, and we can. To me, he has brother status, and then, like I said, I want to extend my condolences to the family, and we want to keep all of them in our prayer. So we want to dedicate tonight's show to Brian Meadows, better known as as Brian. All right. Now, let's talk football. Let's talk football. You know, the gist of the show is always what callers will always have 2 minutes to rip, rant, kick knowledge, and share some knowledge. And my Commanders lost. I was wondering, is that game, was it going to go into overtime? Commanders took on Seattle. Um, I don't believe in moral victories, but as a former coach, I look for, and sometimes I think I watch games from a different perspective. Yes, I mostly wear my fan hat, and boy, do I. Um, but I look for growth. I look for signs if a team is peaking. I look for signs if a team gets out the starting block early and they peak halfway through the season and they start to go on what I call a downslide. Those are things I look for. And then I look for teams who finding their way and starting to get it together. And that's what I think about the Commanders. I think, out of all the changes, I think we're starting to get it together. Also, the Cowboys. Cowboys won big going away. In fact, going into the game, Cowboys were favored by 17. It was 17-point margin of victory. Heck, when I stopped watching, it was 110 to 10. But when it comes to the Giants, they're in our division, and you guys know, I always tell people I cheer and hope for everybody else in the division to lose. That's how I roll because it's just how it is. But big ups. We're gonna hopefully we'll get to talk about some scores because we always mention we're gonna talk scores and somehow heck we just get sidetracked and because to me I believe in letting the show go where it goes, but we're going to keep it keep it keep it on track. We'll keep the train on the track this time, hopefully. So, but I always keep in mind that this is not a FH Junior show. This show is for the fans. And it is, if I had to put a label on what kind of sports show is sports therapy with FH Junior, well, it's more of it's sports with a little country point of view. We're good country folk. We don't worry about if you can conjugate your vowels. We don't worry about, we don't fan shame. We don't worry about if you call in, if you have an accent from Louisiana, Mississippi, New York, whatever. That's what the show's about, man. It's about callers getting 2 minutes to rip, rant, kick some knowledge about all things football. And so we don't really get too high on the highs. We don't get too low on the lows. But, that's how we do it, man. And so far so good, And I do have some regulars that call in, and God bless my regulars, man. Love them to death. In fact, let me fire up some sports therapy with FA Junior. It is Jay at Grand Prairie. She said, "Who that there?" Jay, what say ye? Who that nation took it in the shorty shorts?
Yeah, but we came back though, and I like what I saw from Winston. He really improved.
Sounds to me like somebody.
This is throw the ball.
Sounds to me like somebody opened up a bottle of Jameis. And I've told you this several times, Jay. I am a card-carrying, double-dip, Redskin football team commander fan. But if I landed on this planet tomorrow and I knew nothing about being a card-carrying, Redskin football team fan, I would probably be a member of the Who Dat Nation. So I always make it a point because, I try to watch all the games, so when my callers call in, I can be able to carry some conversation about the game. But I did tune in, and I will tell you this: before Jameis got out there, now I don't know if you got the chance to see, but Carr got injured. It was pretty much maybe halfway through the third quarter. And you guys were trailing, I believe, 27-3. And so they brought in Jameis. They opened up a bottle of Jameis. Jameis went in and led a comeback. In fact, there was late in the fourth quarter when he threw he threw an interception with about 2 minutes left. But I just think with Jameis, he throws the ball down the field, gives the players like Chris Olave, and man, he had one hell of a touchdown in the end zone toward the back of the end zone, got 2 feet in and did all the good stuff. But I just think Jameis gives those guys a better opportunity to actually get to play. He will throw the ball downfield, whereas with Carr, he doesn't. Did you see any of that?
Yeah, that's what I prefer.
Yes,
I say we keep. I say we keep Winston out there.
So do you think
at least for a little bit longer?
Do you think y'all got a quarterback controversy?
Yes, I do.
But now let's talk family. Let's talk family house cleaning there.
Here we go.
I was. Huh?
Go ahead.
What happened with my man 7-Eleven, a.k.a. Michael Thomas?
He got into some stuff. I don't know.
Now, here's the talk on the street. The talk on the street is Michael Thomas was having some issues with some neighbors who were Well, it was a construction company. I'm assuming this was the foreman or the person who was in charge of the crew. So apparently, they were in the process of building a house. Now, this is this is word on the street, and to do that, they constantly have to park their I'm assuming their work truck and their equipment or whatever in front of his house. Now I understand, yeah, you don't own the highway, you don't own the street, da 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 da. So apparently Michael got irritated about, this these cars constantly being parked in front of his house or his home. So there were words going back and forth for about 2 weeks. And now, and I'm being facetious and funny when I say word on the street, because I actually read the article. I think the media made more of the story than it was because, newsflash, it was like, oh, Michael Thomas got arrested. Michael Thomas threw 2 bricks. And I'm thinking, wow, this guy threw a couple of bricks and hit somebody. Nah, it really wasn't that. It was the fact that he got into a dispute with like I said, one of the guys who was probably the lead construction supervisor of his crew. And I'm assuming as the guy was driving off, according to the article, Mike said, "Look, hey, what if somebody throw and bust your window or something like that?" I'm just paraphrasing. And so I guess when the guy was driving off, he threw a brick or two, and I heard it hit the guy's car or truck or whatever. And the police was called, and Michael was arrested. Now he got out the same day because his money is a little bit taller than your and my money, so he got out. He was able to get out within an hour or so, and in fact he played today, so that should tell you something. Now I don't know if the league is going to take some action because there is a player conduct code that all the players got to abide by. So I'm just saying, what say ye?
Man, cut that stuff out, man. Come on. We got games, man. Come on, man.
So he was
I
on,
don't know no better. I don't know what happened, but come on.
but he was on the field playing today. So hey, man. But like I said, I think it was more media driven than anything else. I think that's in a nutshell. That's what it was. I don't think it was so much as you know, yeah. So, but you know what? The cool thing about it, Jay, is you guys are in a division where you drop 1 or 2 games and it really don't hurt you as much. So you guys are still,
No, everybody is losing.
yes, everybody's losing.
And we lead.
Everybody losing.
That's the
Yes, and so it's like I said, man. I think you guys should play my man a little bit more. I hope that's me, and so we shall see because he will throw the ball down the field. He will challenge the defensive back. Whereas with Carr plays it safe. Now it's good to use your check down, but if you're not going to even attempt to throw the ball down the field, the defense are going to play you that way. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So that's that was my point of view. What say you, Jay?
I said, yeah, he's the low scores and stuff.
Right. And you notice today, um, I think the final was 27-24. Can you imagine what the score probably would have been if Jameis had, got in there a lot earlier? I think from
Oh, and much time. We probably would have won.
yeah, because what I saw was Carr was sandwiched between 2 defenders, and when they tackled him, it seemed like his head hit the hit the field, and just looking to me, it looked like it was a concussion. They did take him into concussion protocol, and so he was done for the rest of the day. So that should now I don't know, was he done for the rest of the day because he was playing terrible or because he had a concussion? You know what I mean?
Right.
But hey, but Jay, Thank you for calling, and we will see you next week. Let's get a big who dat for the nation.
Who that? Said they're gonna be too fat.
All right, Jay. All right. Thanks for calling. Sports therapy with F.A. Jr. Sports therapy with F.A. Jr. Sports therapy. Sports,
Man, I just
sports therapy with F.A. Jr. All right. Hold on. Let's try this again. Sports
hello,
therapy.
hello,
Sports therapy with F.A. Jr.
hello,
Sports therapy with
hello. Oh man, you still,
sports,
man?
sports therapy with F.A. Jr.
Hello,
Hold on. I know
hello.
I know it's my homeboy Glenn, and I can
What's up, brother?
Can you hear me?
Hello,
All right, hold on.
hello, hello,
I see he's struggling,
hello.
and so what we gonna do? Let's
Hello?
try this.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 50154149336 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for
Hello?
more options.
Sports therapy with F.A. Jr.
What's up, brother?
Hey man, I could hear you.
Hello.
Can
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. I will hear you the first time, brother. What's happening?
Hey man,
I will hear you. Yeah, what's happening, brother?
hey, I can't call it, man. Hey, homeboy Glenn. First of all, man, I want to extend my condolences to you and your family for the loss of your brother, man. And tonight we're gonna dedicate the show to your brother Brian, aka Bobo. And hey, man, man, like I was telling my listeners, um, we go way back, man. We go deeper than a sport podcast show, man. It's for us. It's about family. It is about fellowship, and it's about a whole lot of other things, man. So, my brother, how are you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. Doing good. Thank God for being here, seeing another day. Like things like that happen. We live, we gonna die.
True.
We just put our trust in Him and keep on pushing.
I got you, man. All right. So, you ready to talk some football?
Yes, sir. Always.
Hey, brother.
I just wanna start off the show by saying congratulations to the Cowboys tonight for the beating they put on the Giants. They're the real bully. That's what real bullies do. Beat up on the post. That's one real I like about it. They beat up on the real weak. The Giants ain't better than Michigan, Ohio State, or Georgia. They can't beat neither one of them three schools right there. When you go out there and put them on national TV, they're just like public lynching. That ain't no different than public lynching. Put them on national TV, like make them look like they're American team. You want to keep them up like they're American team.
Do you?
Why, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now here's the thing, man. They were favored to beat the Giants. Now anytime those on the gambling side of the house set the the bar at 17 points favored, that should tell you something, man. Because the Giants and I tell my listeners, man, I cheer for everybody in the division to lose. Even the hell, I want the Eagles to lose, and they got a bye this weekend. But that's only because we're in the same division. But the Giants were helpless, man. When I say helpless, they had nothing. They had nothing. They were down to Danny DeVito's son playing, or DeVito, he's playing as quarterback. Man, they had nobody on offense, nobody on defense. A lot of those guys were injured, wasn't playing. To me, it was like, okay, get the ball to Saquon Barkley, and let's all of us tackle him.
Man, that's what you call legalized stealing. Ain't none of them players worth a damn. The coach ain't worth a damn. The players ain't worth a damn. That's what you call. And they want to talk about people taking food stamps and welfare. These motherfuckers taking millions. That's what you call straight fucking stealing. And ain't nobody complaining about that, man.
And you know what's funny though, homeboy Glenn? Now let me ask you this question.
Sir.
Let me ask you this question. I got up early this morning, man. I started my football by watching, and I don't know, do you ever watch the early game? I got up and I took in the Patriots and the Colts. Do you know the results of that game was 10-6? Now I'm going to ask you this question: is it time for Bill Belichick to ride off into the sunset, brother?
Man, it's been time. It takes them old weak ass assistant coaches he got with him. They ain't worth a damn neither. It was all about Tom Brady.
Yes.
They made me eat my words. I thought they the ones were looking good, and it was Tom Brady all the time. The rest of them ain't been worth a shit. Bill O'Brien, what the other coach from the Lions? You know what I'm talking about?
Patricia.
Then Patricia. Then the guy just left the Raiders. All of them was
Daniels.
Bill Belichick. That's right. None of them worth a damn. It was all Tom Brady. That's where it comes from.
It is starting to look that way, man. And I hate to, I
hate to say it. I thought it was Bill Belichick, a good coach, But you have to think about this. Before Belichick came to New England, he was at Cleveland. He wasn't worth a shit at Cleveland.
Nope.
He wasn't worth a shit with the Jets.
Nope.
And then as soon as he get Tom Brady, he built that dynasty. And then people want to say, even I said, I had to eat my words. Well, it's the system Brady played in. No, it's Tom Brady. They ain't worth a shit. Hey, man, that game like that, I'm going to be honest with you. Tell your the audience, excuse me for saying this, but you don't want to smoke no good weed and watch that game, or don't you going to go to sleep soon you get through hitting that motherfucker. Being honest with you.
But I took one hit. I took one hit in the first quarter, and hell, it was the fourth quarter when I woke up, and they still won number 10. Hey, man, that was a terrible game to watch, man. When I tell you,
sorry, man, why they put that shit on TV, man?
hey, I talked to you.
Why they put that shit on TV for me?
I talked to you earlier today. You asked me what was I doing. I said, hey, man, I'm watching the game, but I'm also doing some repair on my vehicle. Man, I went out and put some taillights in it. The game was still the same, and it was like 40 minutes. I was like, boy, come on, man. Nah.
Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. They put that shit on TV, and then your cable bill come in, or your bill come in the end of the month. Hell, you might well went to the game to watch that sorry ass shit.
Man,
they what they show on TV, man, ain't worth a dime, man.
But you know what?
I tell you what though. Oh, go ahead.
I tell you what, man. People had better start paying attention to the Houston Texans, man.
Man, I was just why you spit the word out of my mouth, man? That's what I was just fit to tell you, man. For real, man. For real, man. That quarterback growing up before everybody's eyes, man.
Yeah.
That boy is the truth, man.
Yes.
He's the truth, man.
Yes.
Man, they mess around and slip in and take. You don't want to play them late in the season.
Because they did not beat a winless team today. They beat Cincinnati. They beat the Bengals.
Right.
You have reached the maximum time permitted for recording your message. If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message.
Yeah.
Press 2
hey, you still
to
there?
erase and
Hello?
re-record. Press 3.
Hello?
Hold on. Yeah, you still there, homeboy?
Are you still there? You have
Yes,
reached the
I'm still here.
maximum time permitted for recording your message. If you
Hello?
are satisfied with your message, press 1. To
Hello?
listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record, press
Hello?
3.
You still there, homeboy?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay.
Are you still there? You have reached the maximum time permitted for recording your message.
Can you hear me?
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message,
Hello?
press 2.
Hey,
To
hold on.
erase and re-record, press 3.
You still there, homeboy?
Hello?
Your call
Yeah, I'm
has
still
been
here.
forwarded. Automatic voice message.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Your message has been sent. Goodbye. 4144936 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Let me see. Let's get this bad boy up and back running. Hey, that's what happened. We doing a live show. Let's see. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. Sports Therapy. Okay, we're going to reset and get reestablished here. Okay, let's get reestablished here real quick. It might take me a minute.
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show or meeting number and press pound. Enter your 6-digit PIN number. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface.
Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, can
Hello?
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
You kept breaking up on me.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the hell, man. But you know what? When we dealing with this technology, bro, we have to roll. We roll with what we can roll with. So anyway, you were saying.
Yeah, I understand.
You were making a point, and I think we were talking about Tom Brady. No. We were talking about the Houston, the Texans.
Texas.
And people had better not sleep on the Texans, man. Because remember,
they better not sleep on them, man.
But remember, when there was a choice between Bryce Young and the quarterback of the Texans, everybody was saying, "Oh, Bryce Young is the man." And I was like, "Man, I'm just not seeing."
Yeah, I did too, man. I seen Stroud play. He was more pro-ready. He more pro-ready than Kenny Pickett.
Yes.
I mean, he more pro-ready than the guys from last year.
Yes.
Anyhow, man.
And my thing about him was he's bigger, stronger, and like you
he's
said,
smart.
And the offense like that they ran in Ohio State, like it was more conducive to what they run with the National Football League. Whereas, but don't get me wrong, I'm not ready to write Bryce off as a bust, but I'm just not seeing anything with him that jumps off the page and says, "Hey, man, this guy is going to be an elite NFL quarterback." I'm not seeing that. That's just me, and I'm just one out of.
Well, what I say is, I will give him a chance because he do not have no talent over in Carolina. right now. He doesn't have the time. He works off than he is, and he works off in Charlotte than he is in Houston.
Yes.
You know, Houston was in bad shape a year or two ago.
True.
But after them owners finally come to their senses and know how to hire a coach with them instead of hiring somebody like a Bill O'Brien
Right.
and the general manager now, they made a complete upgrade, and you could tell the difference by their record and how they playing.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you look at the you look at the Chicago Bears, and you look at the New York Giants. Right now, man, they dysfunctional, man. They just worse than the college team, man. They the two worst team in football.
Truer words have not been spoken.
Even the Cardinals, you look at. Hey, I was looking at the Cardinals today.
Yeah.
Man, just look at the difference that Kyle Murray made. They might talk just noise about him.
That offense looks a whole lot in sync when he's in there.
Right.
It does. Now, whether ownership is trying to showcase him for a possible trade, but I'm thinking, man, there's an old saying, man, the devil in your house is better than the devil you don't know. So if you're trying thinking that you're going to get a better quarterback than this guy, I'm like, man, just take a look at how this guy plays, man. They might want to.
I'm telling you,
they might want to reconsider.
I'm serious, man, because that's right. Because I know they can sit there and tell me Caleb Williams is better than Kyle Murray.
I'm not.
I know they ain't thinking that. And I know they ain't thinking Caleb Williams is better than Justin Fields. I hope they get Justin Fields out of Chicago because I like that kid. And he if he get with the right team, he can make something happen.
Man, you put Justin Fields on the New York Jets, you got a dangerous team. You got a dangerous team. Or even with the Steelers. Yes, yeah. You put him with you guys, or you put him with any other team.
Besides Chicago, yeah. Chicago and the Giants is dysfunctional.
Very much.
And what you got a career? What's the running back from the Giants?
Oh, Barkley.
From Penn State.
Barkley.
He won't be in the league long.
Nah.
Nah, he better go try to get his paycheck and get up out of there.
And I'm gonna tell you another team.
He won't be in the league in New York.
I'm gonna tell you another team that's dysfunctional, and it's gonna be hard for
New England.
Yes.
New England.
Yes.
Like you said, time for Bill Belichick. Time for Bill Belichick to go. He did. Cause see, man, why they don't do coaches like they do the players? It's a business. Once when you are doing what you're supposed to do, they let the players go. Why can't you let the coaches go?
It seems that way. It seems that way because, man, you talk about a once proud organization, man. I watched that today. I was like, come on, New England.
New England is pitiful. It's just been it's been about 3 or 4. Well, they won a Super Bowl about 3 or 4 years ago.
You know what they're gonna have to do?
Yes.
They are gonna have to, like you said earlier, they're gonna have to clean house and get rid of that whole Patriot way mentality because a lot of people are not buying into it, and you can't get anybody to buy into that. I'm gonna come play for the Patriots. I'm gonna take less to play for the Patriots, and at any given year they can get rid of me. Even though you don't have lot of loyalty on any team, but with the Patriots,
no,
that whole thing is do your job, which is fine, but I just think they've had their run. And they got to do something different, man. Because what I saw today, I was like, yeah. But
they just the thrill is gone.
But hey,
they don't even have no excitement on their team.
But hey, brother,
and they got talent over there. You got Hunter Henry, you got the boy from Arkansas, Dietrich Wise, Hunter Henry,
yes,
and a few more good players. But they just don't. Man, that old style they can still try to run. It just don't work no more.
Hey, brother, let's talk Steelers. You guys.
No, I thought I was gonna ask you when you want to talk about it.
You guys are. I don't care what nobody say about the Steelers, man. You guys are Now I know every once in a while they can give you a headache or whatever, but man, I tell you what.
Keep you with one.
But I tell you what is that? I still don't say. Well, I think the division gonna come down between the Steelers and Baltimore.
Whew. Man, hey man, I'll tell you something. Cleveland dangerous too, man.
Yes,
People don't want to believe it, man. Cleveland is dangerous.
I take that back, man.
Cleveland been on my mind ever since the off season.
I take that back.
I'm serious, man.
I take that back.
Cleveland been on my mind. You know, I already know Baltimore gonna be Baltimore.
I take,
man, for some reason I had Cleveland in the back of my mind.
I take that back.
So when they even though people down on Warren Moon now, they got
you mean Watson? You mean Watson?
Deshaun Watson,
yeah.
You give him time, he gonna be back. You know, that man went through something the last few years, and he just it's slowly. You know, that man went through some hell of a stuff. But when he come back, man, they're gonna be dangerous, man.
Well, I'll tell you what,
they're gonna be tough, man.
I'll tell you what, I watched. I went back and forth on that game, and to be honest with you, Baltimore was handling up on them, and I was thinking, okay, this is not gonna be a game, and I like, okay, let me start watching something else, and then I went back because I was waiting for the 49ers in the Jaguar game to turn into a game, which it never did. But I looked up, Cleveland was back on top of the Ravens, and they beat the Ravens.
That's right.
Like I told you,
when you called me and told me they missed that extra point, you know they would have tied it up 31-31, but he missed that extra point, made it 31-30.
Yep.
You know, I knew then. I said, man, it's gonna come down to the field goal now.
Down to a field goal.
And Cleveland is dangerous, man. They got a dangerous defense. You know, most of their mistakes come from Deshaun Watson threw a pick six, I think.
Yeah.
Few fumbles, but they dangerous over there, man.
Yeah. And like I said, brother, they pulled it out. And I don't care what anybody say, man. When it comes to the 49ers, it seemed to me like they go by the way Deebo Samuels go. Deebo was back, and they started playing 49er football. Now, out of all the guys they got, and and they got some, but it seems to me like Deebo Samuels is the heart and soul of that team.
Yeah, it seems like that. But I tell you what. That damn defensive front line is potent.
They do, but
man, did you see that? Do you see who they got on their defensive front?
Yeah,
Chase Young. Then he got his teammate Bosa on one side. He on the other one. Then you got Hargrave. Yeah. And then you got man. They gonna be tough.
Yeah. Hey, hell, we the one who traded him, Chase Young. But I'm just saying the offense wasn't clicking because hell, they had lost 3 games in a row, and they lost all those games that Deebo was out. And I just think he brings that toughness on offense that transitions over to the defense. And they set the tone because they are a physical bunch. They are, but
yeah, man, they're tough, man.
But I think
they are tough.
I think they got one Achilles heel though, is their quarterback.
That's it.
Is their quarterback? Can he make plays when he need to make plays? Can he make plays when he need to make plays? And Arizona won today, man. In fact, Murray was back, and he looked like he had lost anything since he's been gone, man. So that's why I was telling you earlier. I said, hey, the owners, if they're looking at trying to showcase him for a possible trade, they might want to reconsider that. Hey, we first of all, nobody's gonna take the contract that he's got. Yeah, nobody's gonna take that contract that he's got. Now, because if you think about it, the Giants, they gave Jones a big contract, and he ain't worth two dead flies, but they stuck with that contract.
Hey, well, legalized stealing. He's another one stealing.
And the Patriots quarterback, they gave him this. He ain't worth that contract.
He ain't even a backup quarterback.
Nah, so but you got all that money on the books. So what are you gonna do? They got all that money on the books. So I'm just saying, because Murray looked good. But you know what? I still tell people, man, the Detroit Lions are not your father's Lions, man. The Motor City Kitties won again, man. Now.
No, they gonna be a problem over there in that NFC.
They are gonna be a problem.
Everybody looking at Dallas, the 49ers, Eagles. But Detroit is sitting back lurking. Hey, I'm gonna tell you another team. Be honest, Minnesota. They cooking up. You still got a long ways to go. You still got a long ways to go for the season over with.
True.
Yeah, you got a lot of teams that right now it's just wide open.
Now this what gets me.
Anything can happen.
This what gets me. How do a fella get traded and starts the very next week? And I'm talking about Dobbs. This brother gets traded, starts the next week, and this week he goes out and he balls out, and he's looking like he's been there since day one. So is that brother's highly intelligent? Because if you think about it, look how many offenses and offensive coordinators that Dobbs have had in the last 3 or 4 years. And think about it, all the teams that he's been with, he had to learn a new offensive system.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this too, man. That ain't shit compared to what he had to study at Tennessee. What that shit is face.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
I got a 4.0 grade point average. What did he major in?
He majored in aerodynamics. Bottom line, he majored in being an astronaut.
Astronaut. And got a 4.0 grade point average.
Yeah. And so.
Hell, he's smarter than anybody.
And my point of it is, man, that boy stepped right into. Hell, he ain't been on the team like they said last week. Hell, he didn't even know any of the players because he had just got there. Over the weekend.
Didn't know nobody.
I think he made it to town Friday night. And he didn't expect to play, but old boy got hurt in front of him. Like next you know, he's out there. But this week they won, brother.
Man, that let you know that's something to think about doing it, man.
Yes.
Man, that's never been duplicated, man.
No, sir. So
never seen nothing in my life like that since watching football.
Yes. So now, when it comes to your team, and you go back and forth on your quarterback every week, but I still say, that's just me, and you like you told me, man, don't talk you off the ledge again, which I'm not. I still say, you are in better shape with Kenny Pickett. Instead of trying to bring in, getting some rookie out of college right now. I just think it would set y'all back because he's got to come in, take his lumps and all that. Whereas, that's just me. I think y'all going to be all right, man.
Man, don't you know how old our rookie quarterback is? Man, we got a 33-year-old second-year player, man. He ain't got about 2 or 3 more years in the league, man. We might well go try to get Michael Penix, which I know we ain't gonna get him. But we going to give him. Hey man, and at first I was talking about KJ Jefferson.
Nah,
I think I'm gonna bag up on that too.
No.
I know we can't talk about college right now. The good we can't go.
No, I can't. I'm not. Like I told you today, man, I'm not even over that, man. I can't even talk about that, man. That hurts that hurts my heart and my head every time I even think about that. I won't be ready to talk about them until tomorrow. Man. I won't be ready to talk about them until Monday.
Man, like I say, man, football. I enjoy the little bit I've been watching so far football this year.
Mm-hmm.
Whether a team win or lose,
Right.
football been good this year, though.
Oh yeah.
It's really been good.
Yes.
And it's been a lot extra good just watching my team be 6-3. And I don't know how in the hell they 6-3 and they get outgained every week in yardage.
Hey,
You know, get out. You know, I just don't understand it.
hey man, let me say this to you, and I'm going on the record. I am going on the record. I'm gonna say this. My Commanders are going to beat the Dallas Cowboys on the 23rd when we play them, and I'll tell you why. We are getting seasoned and playing better quality teams. We're not playing cupcakes. And we're playing the good teams tough. We lost today, and the final score in this game we lost today was 26-29, and we had the game until the referees decided to they made so many controversial calls down the end. I was like, man, seriously? I thought we were going to end up going into overtime, but they kicked the field goal with about 4 seconds left to get that victory. But I tell you what, man, I was proud, and I don't believe in moral victories. But normally I come in and I rail on, but what I'm seeing from our quarterback, man, I'm seeing some good things out of him, man. I'm seeing him growing. I'm seeing him growing, and guess what, bro? We stuck with the running game. Oh boy, Robertson had almost 200 yards of including passes out the backfield and all that, man. Today came down to who had the ball last. We scored some touchdowns, and I'm telling you, man, when we play the Cowboys, we're gonna beat them because of we're seasoned and the physical. And in fact, Eric is starting to finally get how to use his players. He's starting to get it.
Man, I hope so. Do y'all play the Cowboys twice?
Yes. Yeah, we play them.
Y'all play them 2 times, don't you?
We play them. If Thanksgiving gonna be on the 23rd, then that's when we playing them. We playing them the Thanksgiving game.
That's the first time y'all play the Cowboys.
Yep, and then we play them again toward the end, either early January, somewhere along there, a later part of December. But I'm telling you, man, what I saw with what we played today, I think we're gonna beat the Cowboys because
man, I hope and pray we do.
I saw a team that's battle tested, and they're getting. Now, only thing I can tell that we were missing Chase and my man because we didn't.
The sweat.
Yeah, I could tell we were because we didn't really have the pressure from the outside of our defensive ends, but overall the defense looked a lot better. Guys were making plays, and that may be because they're finally starting to get it. The linebackers played a lot better, and we didn't give up all those typical junk plays that we played. All of a sudden you playing good defense, and then somebody will give up a 30-yard pass and being out of position and all that. So I like what I saw, and I just think when you the Cowboys, you going into this Thanksgiving game, and you end up beating the Giants, who really didn't test you. That may come back to hunt them, man, because there may be fool's gold. But I'm looking at us, and I see us being pretty seasoned, brother.
I hope so. Anybody beat their ass. Don't make no difference. I don't give a damn how many teams in the NFL. 32.
Mm-hmm.
If I can find 31 teams to beat them every week, that's what I want.
Yeah, like I said, man, they munching on cupcakes, but and I truly believe if you are 2 games above 500, and if you 2 games below 500, right about now you're still in the race because you're still in it. There are no dominant teams. It just has to do with which teams are gonna go on a roll, which teams are gonna avoid the injury bug. Which teams that got out the starting block early are going to be able to maintain that and not peak too early. So it's like I said, man, you got guys gonna be playing hurt, and that's what it comes down to. That last 6-7 games, it's gonna come down to how bad teams want it, and then you got to factor in the condition, the weather.
That's right. That's one of the major factors.
Yes. And when you get them Cowboys outside that cushiony Jerry world, it's a whole different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
And so
it sure is, man.
It's a different ball game, man. It is a different ball game indeed, brother. Yes. So that's why I say I got my eye on all the divisions, man, because it won't surprise me if you guys come out the AFC. It won't surprise me if the Browns. Hell, it won't surprise me if Baltimore. But that's just a tough division you guys play in.
It's tough over there, man.
The Eagles getting ready.
It's tough over there.
The Eagles getting ready to go on a murderer's road. They got a lot of teams, man. And but I still say the Cowboys still have not really beat teams with winning records. They haven't showed that, hey, they can go out and give you 4 good, strong quarters of football, and that's what's gonna come down to.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they got 49ers in Kansas City out there.
Yes, and then they got a lot more than them. They got about 5 or 6 of their teams, man. That's gonna be tough, man, down the stretch, man. And the Cowboys are starting to where they're going to play some teams too, man. No more cupcakes for them. So
the Cowboys got Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
They got Detroit. Sometime this or before the season over. I think it's next to the last game of the season.
Yep.
I think they got to go to Detroit. Got to go to Green Bay.
Yep. Those are the places you got to go.
Yeah, like I said, them cold weather teams. I tell you what, Buffalo, I don't know what they probably gonna break up after this year.
Well, it goes back to what I say all the time, man. There's about 4 or 5 teams, man. You're in that window to get it done. If you don't get it done, because there's so many things that happen. I call it NFL minutia, which means, players get tired of hearing the coach. Players get older, money. Just like when I think about Kansas City, a lot of them they're starting to go Hollywood now. A lot of the guys are making commercials, and you look up, they're all in commercials, or they got TV shows. Those are the things that once you won your championship, you're not that hungry anymore, Or once you've been good for 2 or 3 years. Now the players get tired of hearing the coach, and vice versa. Or you start to do crazy stuff. It's like, hey, man, when that window starts to close, you're either going to get it done or things are going to get crazy in the off season. That's how it goes, man. But homeboy Glenn, it is time to bring this bad boy to an end. You're about to hear the sound of my music. Once again, this has been Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr. Well, callers will always get 2 minutes to kick some knowledge about all things NFL. I would like to think the following. I like to thank my homeboy Glenn calling from the great state of Arkansas. I like to thank the country Kenny in the great state. Those who are Mario, England. Those who are across the boot in Louisiana. And those or even ISD. Along with Grand Prairie, Arlington, Dallas, and all those who listen to my show. And I also want to thank Jay, Big Time Who Dat, along with H-Town Bridget, and my man from D1 University, Big Coop. And I would also like to say, hey, thank you for your service to all the veterans out there. And we will see you next week. And goodbye, everybody. Stay golden.